something does come up, you need to seek your own counselling and processing afterwards.
And Maeve, I think people, since we had the big discussion last week and people know that the committee met afterwards, I think people need to know that that is, we decided that there is going to be a waiver that we're going to have to sign
Yes.
to participate. So
I'll follow that up with Karen that she puts that on next time.
Yep.
Yep. I'll follow that up.
Thank you.
So I think it's that. Sorry?
I'd like to just say, first of all, hi, everyone.
Hi, Eleanor.
Hi. I remember last week I was asking about the, and I think, we did discuss it about the purpose of this group and how we're going to, since it is posted online, how we're going to present it more than, just saying that it's weekly conversations, but to say, what is the purpose, what is the agenda, for our meeting, kind of give it a framework so that people, when they do see our, what we've done in these weeks, they'll know, they'll have some background information on how to, actually whether or not to see the whole hour's worth or whatever it is, or to just see part of it, it kind of will give people a context of, what we're doing here. So I think that might help.
Yeah.
Instead of saying it's only weekly conversations. Well, what does that mean? Conversations about, about what?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that's something we could talk about the next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I'll make a note of that. All right, so I might hand over to Alice now, who's going to lead warm up experiential, whichever it is. So I'll hand over to Alice.
Okay. Now, when we talked about this last week, some people asked me to bring sound into it because of my speech therapy background and because that is something I do a lot with voice. So I've made this contingent on that as well. And before we start, you can do this lying down, you can do it sitting, you can do it on an exercise ball, you can do it standing up, whatever you want. It's all up to you. So if you're exhausted, you can lie down on the couch or on a nice cozy nest on the floor, whatever you want to do. There's no rights or wrongs. And it's very much an exploration, so you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can mute yourself if you want, if that feels better. And of course, I guess it's better for the whole thing if you're all muted, because otherwise it's going to be quite cacophonous, as it were. If you want some music, put your own music on, because it's just too complicated to give you some music. And what I might choose for myself while I'm doing it could be completely different to what you'd want. So let's just start. I'm going to start standing up.
Can I just say that, Alice, do you want everyone to be on view, like everyone's little cell on view, or just you?
I don't mind. People can disappear off screen if they wish.
Okay. I'll make you
It's whatever works. I'm happy to just be in the middle there, or just have the gallery view, which we might see me peering at the screen sometimes because visually I can't really see very well on gallery view, but that's okay. So let's just get started. So first of all, just whatever you need to shake off whatever's been happening for you. There's been a lot of stuff happening for us all over the place. So a bit of a shake out all over. And particularly shake out your face. Because we're going to be making sounds. And then some circles, rolling your shoulders every which way. I've just been sitting in a car facilitating someone's communication for an hour, so I've got a bit of shoulder work to do. The hands, very slow neck rolls, whichever way you want to do it. Upper body, chest, hips. Oh, give some belly dance move to those hips. Get the watery fluids flowing. And the knees. Give those knees a very gentle, very slow motion stretch, bounce, whatever, lift them up. Hello knees, how are you? Poor thing's been sitting in a chair too long. Ouch. So I call this process de-chairing because we all spend too much time in chairs. They're not good for us. Little circles of the ankles, the toes, or whatever you need to do to just fling off everything that doesn't need to be right here, right now, in this moment with you. Get rid of the judge, get rid of the critic, and just invoke your witness. Okay. Now, I'm kind of basing this on the idea of the tree. So we'll start with breathing, of course. And as you breathe, I want you to press your feet, or if you're lying down, imagine your soles pressing into the earth and your toes extending and going into the earth to find nourishment. And just do some breathing. So breathing in three-dimensionally. And we're going to concentrate on the exhale, because the exhale is how you get rid of stuff you don't need anymore. And if you breathe out deeply, the in-breath just automatically happens. So send all that stale air and that stale energy off. Out the window, out the door. And feel those roots sinking into the earth as you breathe. And as those roots sink into the earth, imagine the mycelium, which we now know connects all the forest together. So here we are, one small part of the forest connecting through the earth. So as you breathe in, just breathe in the energy of that connection. And as you breathe out, send the things you don't need back to the earth to be recycled. And then we're going to start just very gently making an sound. And when you're making the make sure that your lips tingle with it and feel the space, this three-dimensional space back behind your tonsils. Feel that expanding forwards and sideways and vertically. So, and just keep doing that for a little while, feeling that energy vibrating. Feel where it goes to. How far down can you make it vibrate through your body? And as you breathe in, just gather the energy in from the earth. And it doesn't have to be a very long just as long as you want it to be. And as you're doing that, just keep moving, just let your body do whatever it wants to do right in this moment. You may want to be completely still, that's fine. But if you want to move, just do it, whatever. Let your body guide your movement. Just get right out of your brain and just be a moving body in three-dimensional space. and the sound is your accompaniment. And find, this is a very individual thing, gradually move the energy up your body, and you'll find that each part of your body will want you to say a different sound. But we're still working on expelling what we don't need right now in our bodies and floating it out into the universe to be reprocessed. So, what do your knees want to say? What sound have they got going on? Mine is a kind of and let the knees dance and sing their own little dance. They're not very happy, as you can tell. And slowly moving up towards your hips. Now just focus around your middle, around your belly button. And just pause for a moment and just check in with your breathing. See if your breathing's changed since you started this process. Mine has shifted downwards, which means that my lungs are now using more of their full capacity. The sound, the voice, the breath isn't trapped up here in these tight areas and these small areas. It's now down to the base. So now I'm going to try a nice full-hearted, starting with an I'm just going to hum a bit, feel the vibration in my lungs and my chest, and then let it drop, my mouth drop open to an ah. Ah. And I'm again just doing whatever movement seems to go with that. And don't rush it, just take it your own time. So really feel that you've got your weight centered over your full feet, maybe even leaning back a little bit, which gives your spine a bit more flexibility if you're standing up and also if you're sitting down. And just imagine it if you're lying down. And try another ah. So just a ah. Just pause in between and just blow the exhale out for the next one. You don't want to rush it too much. One more ah. Ah. Now for the next one, as you're doing it, really focus on changing the shape of this space right in the middle of your face. It's above your vocal cords, it's behind your mouth, and it can expand in all directions, including up into these sinuses. So just play with the pitch of your voice. So the next R is going to go up and down in pitch. And now really play with that sound. Open your jaw. nya, 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 nya. Yeah, wow, 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 woo. And be a bit theatrical about it if you like. Wow, wee, wah, wah. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, wow. And so just play with starting with and going into other vowel sounds and just see which parts of your body want to respond to that. And you can change the rhythm if you like. So you might want to go ma 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 ooh wah whoa ha 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 meow. And if you want to flip to some other sounds, just feel free, just go for it. This is you, your body, and whatever it wants to do. So I'm going to see what sounds my shoulders would like to do and what movements. Oh. And dance with your face. What dance does your face want to do? And which part of your face wants to lead the movement? So I might lead with my right ear and see where that takes me. I won't go dancing off, but so you can't see me then, but you can just let whatever body part you want lead you off somewhere and see if it has a sound that wants to accompany it as well. And don't forget your lips, so try some lip sounds, some tongue sounds, and some teeth sounds. Involve your whole body. Make sure there's not part of you that's missing out on this. This is just play. This is just enjoying sound and silence, movement and stillness. So that's your script. For another 5 minutes, just play with those words. Getting hot. So going right back to the image of the tree, you had your roots in the ground, you're connected that way, all the way up through your body, your branches, your leaves. Now find some flowers. And see if you prefer to move. Are you going on the inhale or the exhale? Or is your breathing just supporting you all the way through? What sort of rhythm are you in today? Which is your primary movers? Use body percussion. Just check in. Is there anywhere you've neglected? Have you left some part of your body out of this? Is there any stale energy left that you need to expel? Ha! 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 Phew! Wah! Wah! Arr! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And slowly coming towards more of a stiller place, calmer place. And just feel the connection through your feet to the earth, right up through your body, and up to the sky and out to the universe. Just elongate, stretch, and reach. Beautiful tree, that wonderful conduit between earth and sky that gives us life. And eventually find a still place in a shape that you find pleasing, and just rest in that place for a still moment. And again, check in with your breathing. How has your breathing changed? Is it still in that deep place? And find an ending.